Hello everyone, Paul here. Today I am going to give you an update on a few important assets and look at them by drawing a few parallel channels on longer time frames. First we have the S&P 500. It has held up this ascending channel since September 2nd. It will remain in this bullish channel until it breaks to the bottom of this channel. There is still room for the S&P 500 to come down. It can come down to the bottom of the trend line and still be bullish. It has to break that trend line to change direction. If it does not, the price can move to new all-time highs. The QQQ is about the same. It is in an ascending channel on the hour chart and gathering momentum for the next all-time high. There is a chance for it to come down, but similar to the S&P 500, it has more room to go up. If it breaks the bottom trend line and holds, we can find more downside momentum, but I think going into next week we start to rally upwards, at least with the S&P 500 and the QQQ. Now moving on to some other assets, let's look at Netflix. I created a parallel channel on the daily chart. Netflix has been in an ascending channel since August 5th, when it was sitting at 1,145. I would be focused on calls with Netflix, but I would wait for price to get closer to the bottom trend line. If it breaks the bottom trend line, we could be looking at more downside momentum, but it is looking very bullish in my opinion. Now let's look at waste management. Waste management is one I have kept my eye on because I noticed this huge drop it recently has formed. Trying to find a bottom, I plugged it in using parallel channels on the daily. We see that it is now on the bottom of an ascending channel upward. For me, if I wanted to buy this here, it looks like a good buying opportunity. If I wanted to trade this, I would wait for the price to get closer to the bottom trend line because it's likely to see a bounce there. Now NVIDIA, I drew a parallel channel on the hour chart, and you can notice an ascending channel. It has been in an ascending channel since September 5th. If you ask me, this bottom trend line is very strong, but right now price action is in the middle of the trend line. I would wait for price action to either travel up or down. We want it to move closer to the bottom of the trend line so we can enter calls closer to the trend line. Keep your eyes open for that next week. Tesla has about the same situation as NVIDIA. I drew a parallel channel on the daily, and there is room for it to go upward or downward. I would wait for price action to drop closer to the bottom trend line, but overall the direction I would focus on is upward momentum. Apple is on an upward momentum but could face some resistance soon because it is near the top of an ascending parallel channel. I would wait for a pullback before coming back in for calls, but overall it is headed in a bullish direction. Amazon is in a parallel channel on the daily, and the price action is at the bottom of the ascending channel. Amazon has not broken the bottom trend line since April 8th, so this bottom trend line looks very strong. In my opinion, it's a good buy zone. If you want to trade it, I would buy more of an expiration. I would focus on the direction of calls until that trend line is broken. Strategy, formerly called MicroStrategy, has price action at the bottom of an ascending channel on the daily. My opinion and not financial advice, this spot is a good buying opportunity because it's at the bottom of an ascending channel. If you want to trade this with options, the trade will cost a lot, but I see it slowly moving up next week from the bottom of this channel. It has not broke this daily channel since March 11th, so the likelihood that it will start bouncing next week is very strong. Let's look at where Bitcoin currently is with the daily chart. We can see that the price action is at the bottom of the ascending channel. If Bitcoin can't hold 109,000, then it will reject and head down to the next level, which according to Fibonacci, that's around 98,000. In my opinion, when you see price at the bottom of the ascending channel, it's a good buying opportunity. If you would like to trade assets other than stocks, I've included the broker I use. Other than using Robinhood for options and stock trading, I also trade in futures. If you're interested, the links will be in my description. More detailed videos are coming on these brokers. If you like this video, make sure and leave a comment of the asset you want me to go over in my next video.